What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams with The Distance. I'm here to talk about this disgrace of a heavyweight championship matchup between Vitali Klitschko and Kevin Kingpin Johnson. That matchup was one of the most disgraceful matchups I've ever seen in heavyweight boxing in years. You know, in the matchup, in the matchup, Kevin Johnson did not exchange with Vitali Klitschko or even try to fight Klitschko in this matchup. All he did was lay on the ropes and let Klitschko hit him. You cannot win a matchup by just laying on the ropes and letting the fighter hit you. You know, like when it's like this when you're on the playground when you're a kid and the bully comes by and hits you. What are you gonna do? Walk around, walk away and let the person hit you in front of everybody? You know, you always the number one reaction is to hit back. Everybody knows that. A kindergartner knows that. So why wasn't Johnson hitting back? Why wasn't he throwing any shots back? That's my question. Why was he laying on the ropes, thinking that he had something that he was gonna set up Vitali Klitschko? Because he wasn't. He wasn't gonna knock out Klitschko. Especially if he is 22 and 0 with 9 KOs. You're not gonna knock out Klitschko with that many KOs. Especially KOs against prospects and journeymen. Klitschko is an elite fighter, an elite heavyweight fighter right now. So what makes you think that you're gonna just lay on the ropes and knock out Klitschko? Now Muhammad Ali had power in his shots, so he could have pulled off the rope though. Klitschko is no, Klitschko and George Foreman are totally different styles. Klitschko likes to jab and go from outside to inside and control the pace with his jab. Old Foreman would like to come in and throw all kinds of power shots. And this is a 74 George Foreman. Would come in and throw power shots and look for the knockout. Billy doesn't have to look for the knockout. He could just jab and win the matchup. He had the size and range to do it. But Johnson, who could have at least tried to fight on the inside, didn't do it. He wasn't going to exchange with Klitschko, but at the same time, he just laid on the ropes and just got hit. As simple as that. To me, Kevin Kingpin Johnson means nothing to the heavyweight division now. He should no longer be considered a contender or anything. He was simply a prospect who got a heavyweight title shot because he was the biggest name. The biggest name in the United States. He doesn't attract the following or anything. And on top of that, he talked a lot of trash, and now he looks like a real stupid ass because he said he was gonna knock out Vitali Klitschko in 6 or 7 rounds. That's the funniest thing I heard, in my life because because Johnson wasn't gonna knock out Vitali Klitschko at 9 KOs. Be real, be honest. But at the same time, I did say it was gonna be a unanimous decision for Klitschko because I knew Johnson wasn't going to stand and trade. I knew he wasn't going to do enough for the victory because I've seen Johnson kind of just stand back and do nothing, especially against Devin Vargas. Devin Vargas, he stood back and did nothing, the first 4 rounds, and then he kind of got into his groove and won in a matchup he was probably going to lose if it would have went longer if Vargas didn't get hurt. But, Klitschko, it was an easy win. Klitschko wasn't even trying in the matchup because all Johnson did was lay on the ropes and did nothing. You can't win a fight doing nothing. And on top of that, there are a lot of young fighters, a lot of journeymen, a lot of people who are on bum status who have done much better against Vitali Klitschko. Hell, I bet Butterbean would have done a better job in a 4-rounder than Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson didn't do anything. And fighters have been working for at least 15, 20 years to try to get this opportunity. And contend for a world championship. Some fighters never even make it. And Johnson was on the main stage and he didn't do anything, which is very sad. That a fighter doesn't even try to fight back or even try to win a championship when he's given this opportunity. And it's very sad. Klitschko, I hope he fights maybe Solis or Aguilar, who just defeated Maskaev, I believe his name is, and maybe even David Hay possibly, after Hay fights his mandatory. And Johnson, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's going to get another big heavyweight fight or not, but at the same time, he could still move up the rankings easily. He just has to fight a few eliminators, but at the same time, who's going to give Kevin Kingpin Johnson a title shot now? That's my question. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the matchup. Klitschko won, unanimous decision, won all 12 rounds. No need to score it. You can't win rounds by not throwing punches. But anyway, that was Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.